No. So you have opened the Illustrator, and when you open the Illustrator, I close this before we begin. We start a new document up, and we go to File, New. We use Custom, and this is up to you if you want. I know Anas have talked about the difference. If you want to have it in pixel or in inches or in centimeters, it's up to you. But I'm using centimeter. So I choose landscape, how my layout must be. So now I create one new document. Okay, the exercise is about to make something like this. I will. We have put it a link in the exercise folder or in the graphic production. Is called create illustration using symbol shape. You know. So in Illustrator is a very useful way to work with and to make it. So how to make this shape is we can do it in different way. I know you have working with the pen tool. Somehow we can make some shapes from pen tools, but we have also different tools here in Illustrator where you can use between different shapes. And this is a two different way to create something like this. If I use a regular rectangle, I can click once on the document like this, so I can give like some numbers I can put. This is if you know how big it should be if I can type 4 by 6 centimeters is make it for me in the right way. But if you do not know and you want to create something up to you, so you can also take the mouse left button and click it and drag it as you will, how big it must to be, you know. But also we have, if I wanted to be like same height, same width, I can click shift and draw, so it is the same height and width in every edges, you know. So how does this work? But to work with this exercise, I decided to have a like reference, so I can begin to build my exercise to do it. So I can go and choose place, and find my my image I have download is here, and I can place it, as I want. Maybe perhaps you can draw it and put it here as something like that. Okay, I can make it much better. Maybe I can use again the shape layer. Can you see how now I'm using only the shape layer, and I can crop only this area I want, and I can click the first one and the second one and right click in the mouse, make a clipping mask. So it's only taking my what I need to use, and if I want to double click it, I can change the width if I want, if is something in this way. This is up to you how do you want to work. If you want, you can put it as you will, you can scale it up, but I like it in this way, and I scale it up. Now I want to make the same as this, but when I begin working with the shape layer, maybe I can move somehow this reference around. So I like to log it and do not what I do is not will disturb my work. So I go to up to object and lock the selection. So now what I do here is not do nothing to my reference, So now I can begin to build this, and this is very easy way to do it. Is I take the first one here and draw it as how I like, something like that. The smartest is if I want the same color and can select this and select some areas, like, you know, maybe perhaps this. Now is my rectangle is the same color, you know. So I begin again. I say I want to make you know, the one of this and make it like this if I want, and I use a different color and control copy. If I want the same, I too can do it in this way, and I can.
It's kind of hard to see because it's cutting in and out.
Oh, you must to see it to me, but I have recorded. But tell me if do it every time or is first now? All the time?
Yeah.
Sorry, why you have not said to me? Okay, we try to. This is say, but you understand what I mean? Okay, so the same way I can use also this again and draw something like this, and the second one, you know, something like this, if I like it. And in somehow it is very good way to give it you know, not so many numbers. If I want the 3, sorry, coming up 3 by no 6, 3 by 6, like this. Okay, I like it. I make it this the same width. Maybe here I can change it also. This is we can see maybe 2. Okay, good. And here I can change all this, maybe 4. This is up to you, but this is you can look at the same as I done it. This is up to you how you want to work it, but this is the same rules somehow. Stop it. Okay, sorry. When I get angry I am. But here's the issue is I have every time I have changed the width is changing also the height. So to disconnect it, you must to connect it here or disconnect it in a way. So now I know as I have do something wrong, I go back and shape again and use this number 6, something like that. Okay. So come on, please do it all the time. Don't know why. Maybe I hope this will help. Okay. Now I have make all this shape I want. Yeah. So I can use aligning tool to make it as the same align it in the button. So easy way to do it is to use aligning tools. Yes, and aligning tools you can find with here in the Windows align, and you get this toolbar up. So I can select all my shape, and I can use this the last one here on the left is the button vehicle. So this is 100% is aligned in the button. You know, I can move this maybe perhaps a bit better here. This is up to you how you want to work with it, but this is the same. So I make it so close to it. Now I need to make something like this, and I want to make this tree and up the top. So it's the same way to use. I want to use star. In star, you can also click in the left button, and you can use choose between how many you know points of edges. You know, if you want to have a 5 stars or 6, you know, 6 points in your stars. But I know I need 3 because it's what we call it in English. Yeah. And somehow is turning in the wrong way. Now is my computer is stopping at all? No. So to change the way is you can see it left click and transform, and I can no, sorry, reflect, and I can reflect it horizontally like this. Now I have it in the right way. So now I know my width is must to be in this area 6. So I'm choosing number 6 here. I remember disconnect this so you do not get the same height every time. So in this way, so I can put it where I want, change the color, you know, and maybe scale it down. If you type Control plus, you can zoom on the object. And now I have these two, and maybe I can scale it down a little bit and can scale it. So, come on, what is happening now? I can scale it up where I like it in this way. And perhaps I can control minus, I can go back up and control copy. Perhaps they have the same width somehow, but I can check it from here and see how is it. This is 4. So I can select this and go again up to transform and disconnect them again, connect them to each other again, and type 4. So now I am 100% is the same width like my shape layer I have made before. You know, I can use also scale lining tool and line them to in the middle. Now I have this. So here is a different one I want to make. I can make the same. Select the one, control copy, control V, and I can scale it down also in the same width is a 2. And I put it there. Same one, control V, take this is maybe 360. It's coming up again? No, it's stopping, and I hate it so much, but sorry guys, you know, this is somehow technology is. Okay, I put it in the middle of my object. If I want to make sure it is 100%, I can go again to aligning tool and select it in the middle. Now here is more funny how I can make it around. So I can control plus, I can zoom on into my object, and I select the shape layer, and I can go use this direct selection tool. So if you can use, you can select the different points of your rectangle, or not rectangle, what we call it, triangle. So if I select only the top one here, so I can use this option here where I can go down as I like, but they have, like, you know, like limited how much I can go down. So I have this like more around if it is okay, if you like it. But somehow this is looking so ugly. So this is up to you. Maybe I can. Maybe perhaps I can select both of them. It's not working at all. Yeah, but you can do it in the up to you. Somehow is this easy way also to make it in different way. I can show it the different way. I'm using circle, and I can do it in this way. Perhaps 1 minute. Yeah, if I like it in this way. So here I copy another one from. This is up to you how you want to work with, but I can show the different way to do it. Like this, and I select this is good. Something like that. I can go in another one called Pathfinder. So I have make a one when only click in one click. So I can select it up to how I want to do this. I think this is much better than before. Okay, so I delete this, so I have the same, you know, same way to do it on, and scale it up like this. Okay, so now I have made the most of my object. So now I can begin also to make my tree. But you know, now I'm finished with all this, so I can perhaps put it in the middle, control copy, control G, so I can group it the same way, control group, and align it as control group. Now I have connected two objects to each other, control group. Now I also can group it everybody to one group. So I can go back and right click in the mouse and send it to back. So I have only, now I can see also my reference, but because I need something to do here, you know. So, but if you no problem with make some windows without your reference, is up to you. But I want to do it in this way where I have all the time my reference. So I make a door like here in the bottom, like this. Use the color blue, and I can go there and make some also like window. So perhaps I can use something like this. And here is a different, as you can choose between stroke or fill. So if I want to have stroke, this I want to use. So I can go here and change the color I want. It must to be white, and I can give it some size of my Windows frame. So in this way. So I want to make it in the, you know, cut it off. So this is also a different way to do it. So I can use between to make a line from this, and click shift and draw to this point, and again click shift to this point, you know. But sometimes you get this issue. I can go up there. I can use my creations tool like here and select only one of the point. I'm happy here. You can see it is very important to have it connected to each other, and this way to do it is selecting everything on this object. Select this and make sure you have not selected that like I has done now. Now I have only the window frame, so and I can group it. But the way to make this up to a shape, because it is not only is a stroke, is to go up to object and expand it to to a shape layer. So I can expand it here and get another window to put my stroke onto fill like that. If I click OK now, so now is like a shape, you know. Okay, so if I make it a Pathfinder and make it a one object now, can you see now I have it in one object. Okay, so again, maybe perhaps this is what this assignment about. I do not want to go everything on this project, but this is way to work with. I know I'll show you how to use some lines of this object, you know. So if you want to make something like this, you can also use shape layer. I want to show the last one in very quickly way. Sorry. Plus, yes, I can use circle here. No, like that. This is the first one. Maybe I can use it in stroke and see if I make it the same size. Yeah, something like that. Control copy. and put another one here. Control copy. And this is the way, if you want to have it do it in one shape, is very easy to select them, every of them, and turn this to fill, and use this pathfinder to make it one shape like this. And now you can change the color of, maybe perhaps I cannot, yeah, I must move it around, so I can use the same color. Now I have the same color, and put it back again. So now I can go back again to back. I want to make this, and you can use again, make one of them like here in the bottom. If this is up to you how big it must be. Perhaps you can make it the same way, something like that. And I use the color they have worked with like this, and I can control copy, and I can make it smaller if I zoom in, so I have more way to back again. I must use the right like this if it's the same height. But here is the different way if you want to turn it around, so you can use the mouse, or if you know what the angle is up to you. So you can go and right click in the mouse and go transform and use rotation. So maybe perhaps is like I can set it in preview, and I can set it is mouse P10, and remember, click more times so you can see it. Is okay, 25, yeah, 30, something like that. Yeah, okay. If you do not happy, you can change it also with your mouse. This is most easy if you want it. So I like it. So now I can go back again, control copy, control V, and put it back again. Now I wanted to have it in the different side, so I can use left, right, left. Oh, sorry, right mouse click, transform, and reflect the object in vertical, and click OK. So now is it changing in a different way. So you can see is a two different way to make it. So I can told I wanted to have a center like this, or in the bottom. This is up to you. So now I have this object. I can select them all three, and I go to Pathfinder and make it a one object like this. You know? So perhaps I can select the second one here, the last one, and go again, arrange it to front. And see, only with the shape layer I can make everything like what I want. Now I can use, I can make it this better, put it in Broadway. So this is very easy project. So this is how to make like this model in Illustrator. Okay. So I stop recording. So I can record. Oh, it takes so long time. Wow.